Hello guys, welcome to the channel and I'm Karthik. I thought of cleaning my bike today and I wanted to talk about my bike. So I think it will be helpful for you. And guys, before that, I love bikes. I love bikes. So it's a hustle that I started before 5 to 6 years. I think when I was into the college, when I joined the college, I really loved the bikes and I always wanted to get one. From that time, I was looking for a lot of bikes and I was collecting a lot of information about bikes. And after these much of years, I finally could afford a really good bike, and that is Honda H'ness. So about this bike, I want to cover some of the things that I enjoyed about this bike. So I'm not a nerd, or I don't know about the engine or specifications about bikes a lot, but I would like to share how I felt in this bike. So before that, I was test driving Interceptor before 2 years, I think. So Interceptor was really good bike, but it is we cannot compare this to Interceptor. The look and the specs and all these things, this bike is very unique. So most of the people, they compare this bike with Royal Enfield, but I don't like to compare it with Royal Enfield. Maybe the looks, it brings people if they ask whether without looking the badge of Honda, they just ask me whether it is Bullet from Honda. But no, it is not Honda Bullet. It is a really unique kind of bike. CB has its lineup in other countries, but this is the first, I think, in India. So when this bike came up before a year, I thought this is a bike, just a very simple bike from Honda that doesn't look much appealing to me. So after knowing about this bike, after watching a lot of reviews, so I really wanted to test drive this bike. So I went more than 40 kilometers from here just to test drive this bike. And luckily, before a month or two, nearby my hometown, they started a Honda showroom, that is Big Wing showroom. So I went there, I approached them. I was test driving more than 3 times. I love this bike, guys. So I'll tell you what I really like about this bike. Let's talk about the pros first. The best thing that I experienced with this bike is comfort. So comfort wise, this bike is really good. The position, the way we handle this bike, though it is a not a heavy bike, but it's like handling a very normal bike. It doesn't feel like a very heavy bike. So, and second thing is the engine. The engine is really smooth. So the first thing I experienced after I took the delivery, this bike felt really super smooth, super refined. But after a few days, I started to ride in rains. So after I was riding in rain, the bike started to vibrate a lot. So I was really afraid. So I went to every YouTube channel which features the Honda H'ness and many Instagram profiles. I tried to approach people. I mentioned these problems that I have this vibration issue. Did you face it before the first service? So they said that is very normal, but vibration is a different thing, because no people have experienced this kind of vibration, but I had experienced it a lot. And when I was taking it to the showroom, they said it because of chain alignment. Oh my god. Okay, they said because of the chain alignment, this problem is there. So they adjusted the chain, and the clutch was very loose, so they adjusted it, and now it is very fine. And the second thing is, look wise, this color is my favorite. So when I just went to the showroom, I saw this color, I fell in love. It's super good, it's super beautiful. So why I choose this color? Most of the people, it looks very normal to them. This color is like very subtle to them. That is what I like about this color. It is not so glossy or very shiny. It's like very matte finish. So this color feels like a vintage bike. So I would like to, I will modify this in few months. So I'll modify this in few months. I would like to do some alterations regarding the looks, but not any other things. So, and yes, the horn, it has a single horn. It's okayish, but it's not super good. And regarding the speedometer and all these digital meters, I'm not really a big fan of this, because I like to have this dual display type of thing that we see in the Interceptors. So it looks very kind of it looks fantastic, but in this, I personally don't like this meters, but it does its job. It shows everything that you really need. And safety wise, this bike is super good, especially the stand feature, where you are not allowed to ride the bike with stand. It will automatically, the engine will turn off. So that is a very good feature. The other thing I don't like about this bike is headlight, because when I ride in nights, the visibility is super bad. It's not super bad, but it cannot be managed, because in India most of the street lights are always off, and the national highways, man, I feel really difficult, because it has the LED light. So if you want to change the light, you can go for it. And but I would like to keep it in this way. Maybe I will add some external lights. And many people, they complained about this grip, but for me, I think this grip is good. It doesn't feel like rubberish, or it doesn't feel very bad. And braking, and this has a fantastic braking, because when I was going in 80 or something, suddenly some goats were crossing the road, and the brake was just super good. It just the bike just stopped where I wanted it to stop. So brake wise, it's 9 out of 10. It's super good. And why I give 9 out of 10 is because the rear brake is soft. It's not super soft, but it is okay. But people will always use front brake, and it is very good. The back brake is for the direction control. So in that case, it is good. Maybe you can give it 10 out of 10 for it. And this has a charging port, so it's USB-C, and it's good. And most of the people, they complained about the mirror. Yes, I faced some difficulty, but for my riding style, my hand position is kind of close to my body, where I don't open the hand like wings. So I think visibility for me is okayish, but when you reach the highway, when you reach the 3 or 4 lanes, this is going to be a problem for you, because you cannot see that much of vehicles coming aside you. So you should be turning your head often. I do that, but it is not safe. So if you want to change the mirror, go for it. Get a good mirror which has good visibility, install it. But I don't have idea of changing this mirror because it is super good. It looks like a vintage style mirror. So I think I'm going to keep this for a long time. And seat, guys, this is super. And this is the very worst thing I really face. Even for some time now, I'm sitting in this bike, I don't feel comfortable. I never feel comfortable in this bike. So if you want to use split seat, or I think go for split seat, but even in that, you will be feeling that sponge is not good. It is very hard. Really, it's like sitting in a wood. In long term, I think I drive 100 kilometer at a stretch with I think 1 or 2 breaks in middle of it. But this felt very hard. It is very bad. And this exhaust, I'm not a super big fan of exhausts, but when I got this bike, when I started to drive, when I shift the gears, like if you shift the gear for third to fourth or something, and if you just give the throttle, you can feel that good kind of sound. That's really good. I'll show you that now. So regarding the indicators, it's always on. It's kind of cool, because when people see from distance, they can you identify that this is from Honda H'ness, because Royal Enfield or any bike that looks like this Highness doesn't have this feature. So first, here is a funny fact, where I was seeing this bike for before 6 months. I think there was a bike coming. There was a bike coming opposite towards me, and it felt like TVS 100 XL 100 because of the position where this in speedometers and all that. This is my personal opinion. Please don't get angry and scold me in the comments. This is just fun. And any other thing that I want to cover? Yeah, and regarding the service, actually I don't have a very good opinion about the showroom. So regarding the Big Wing showroom, yeah, it is good. I got it in Salem. So that showroom, they were very responsive, and yeah, they are good, but they are not up to the mark. That is what I feel. So I went to Royal Enfield showroom. The showroom treated me well than the Honda Big Wing. What people used to say is Honda Big Wing is more good than the Royal Enfield. But in my personal opinion, yeah, there's a person who really was very friendly, and he was explaining all these features and the test drive thing. Everything is very good. But during the delivery, I was not happy, and after the delivery, I tried to get inside the showroom, and they treated me in a different way. That made me feel a little bit bad, but that's not a big complaint. And regarding the service is really good, guys. They treat you as good as possible. It has a separate segment of service center, and people are really good, and I love that thing. And if you see this logo, I'm not a big fan of this logo because it looks like if you see Cars movie, there will be if you see the Cars movie, the logo will be very similar to this Honda Highness. It is kind of cartoonish. So personally, I don't like this. But if you get the anniversary edition, the logo is entirely different. It is with gold with black. I loved it. Why I don't choose the anniversary edition is because of this chrome and that. I mean, because of it lacks a chrome finish. So I'm okay with it, but it looked very normal for me. So I'm not a big fan of chrome, but yeah, it is good when you have chrome in this bike. It gives you some kind of attention because all these things are matte finished. So it's a personal opinion. Look wise, looks are personal opinions. Yeah, I think guys I've covered most of the part about this bike. And guys, if you really like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any other questions regarding this bike, please don't hesitate to ask. And I'll be doing some motor vlogs. This channel is mainly for it because I love to vlog in bikes. I always wanted to do it, and I have a lot of ideas. And if you have any ideas, to just mention it in comment. And this is my first video. I think this is my first video I'm doing with this bike. So maybe there will be a lot of things that is bad, but please mention that in comment because I can improve. And yes, this video maybe it's too long, but please bear with me. In upcoming videos, I'll try to make sure that videos up to the time. And thank you for watching, guys. Keep rocking. Bye.